Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today we're taking a close look at the StealthView Pro FHD body cam.
Yep, and we're pulling all our info straight from the source, the official TechShopi product page.
Our goal here is really just to cut through the jargon, give you a clear idea of what this little camera actually does.
And figure out if it lives up to the hype for commuters, vloggers, whoever they're aiming it at.
Exactly. So our mission for you is pretty simple. We want to give you a solid understanding of the StealthView Pro. What's good, maybe what's not so good.
All without you needing to scroll through endless specs and marketing stuff yourself.
Right. So let's dive in. What's the main pitch for this StealthView Pro?
Okay, first thing you notice is the size. They keep calling it thumb-sized. So discretion is definitely a big angle.
Thumb-sized, okay.
And then there's the claim of FHD video clarity. They even throw around professional-grade footage.
Professional grade from something that small. That's a big claim.
It is. Makes you wonder about the actual quality, right? But they also stress the hands-free part.
Yeah, that seems key. How does that work?
Well, they talk about a 360-degree rotatable clip, which sounds pretty flexible.
Okay, so you can clip it on and adjust the angle easily.
Exactly. And there's a magnetic mount, too, as another way to stick it somewhere.
Magnetic? So like on a fridge or a car panel, maybe?
Could be. Opens up possibilities, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or pitching it for security, commutes, even vlogging, apparently.
Trying to be a bit of an all-rounder.
And they make a big deal about it being plug-and-play. Like, you don't need to be a tech expert.
Simple setup is always good.
Plus, they throw in a free 128 GB memory card. So it's supposed to be ready to go, pretty much out of the box.
That's a nice touch, saves an extra purchase. I saw a testimonial, too, from someone called Jessica M.
Oh, yeah. What'd she say?
She mentioned using it all day at work, said it was easy to use, footage was clear, and crucially, the battery lasted her entire shift.
That's interesting feedback. Real-world use is always telling.
Definitely. So going back to that clip and mount, the 360 rotation and the magnet, what are the real practical benefits there?
Well, the rotation means you can tweak the view without unclipping it, right? Like if you're watching and need to aim it up or down slightly.
Yeah, much quicker than taking it off and putting it back on.
And the magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sticking it on a dashboard seems like an obvious use. Or maybe even, a lamppost if you need a temporary wide shot. It's about quick adaptation.
Adapting to the situation. They mention using it while hiking, playing with kids.
Right, scenarios where your hands are full. It's about capturing stuff without the camera itself getting in the way. Being in the moment, but still recording it.
Which kind of leads into that idea of capturing crucial moments or spontaneous moments they talk about.
Exactly. Not just planned shoots, but unexpected things you suddenly want to save.
Okay, so if someone's thinking, maybe this is for me, what about the actual buying process? Price, shipping, all that stuff.
Okay, so the price listed right now is $99.99. They show it as marked down from $199.99.
A classic 50% off deal.
Pretty much. And there's a countdown timer ticking away on the page, too, pushing that limited time offer feel.
Creates urgency, yeah. Standard tactic.
It is.
Yeah.
But they do offer free shipping on orders over $19.95, so the camera itself would qualify.
That's good. What about how fast they get it out the door?
They say processing is usually 2-3 business days. But there's a note. If you order late on a Friday, after 11 a.m. Central Time, it might not ship till Monday.
Okay, good to know. For weekend orders, do they ship everywhere?
Yeah, they mentioned free worldwide shipping, which is pretty appealing.
Definitely. Any idea on delivery times?
They give estimates, 6 to 11 business days for the U.S. and 6 to 13 business days for worldwide. Keyword being estimates, of course.
Right. Could always take longer depending on customs and whatnot. How do you track it?
You get tracking info emailed within about 48 hours after it ships, apparently. And they have an order status page on their site, too.
Seems straightforward enough. Did they cover common problems in the FAQ? Like, what if your confirmation email goes missing?
They did. They suggest checking spam, obviously, or maybe you used a different email. If not, contact support.
Makes sense. What about if only part of your order shows up?
Yeah, they mentioned they might ship from different warehouses, so orders can get split. They say to check if you got multiple tracking numbers first.
Okay. And if it gets sent back because the address was wrong?
Then you need to contact their support to get it reshipped. Seems they've tried to cover the usual shipping hiccups.
All right. But what if you get it and it's just not what you wanted? Or you just change your mind? The return policy.
Okay, returns. You got 45 days after it's delivered. That's a decent window.
Are there conditions?
Oh, yeah. big ones.
Yeah.
It has to be unused, original condition, original packaging. So you can't really try it out properly and then send it back unless it's actually faulty.
Right. So it's more for change my mind immediately or it arrived broken sort of thing. How do you start a return?
You have to do it through your online account on their site. Log in or create an account with the email you used to buy it, then select the item.
Simple enough, but I saw something about a delay.
Yeah, this was a bit weird. They say their return system might take 7 to 14 days to update after it's marked delivered before you can even start the return online.
That could be frustrating if you want to return it quickly.
Good added delay, yeah. Once they get it back, they inspect it, email you, then email you again when the refund is processed.
And how long for the money to actually appear?
Usually 3 to 5 business days back to your original payment method, they say.
Okay. Any things you can't return?
Yep. Replacement items they might have sent you, any free gifts that came with it, and single items from a bundle deal.
Got it. So those freebies are yours to keep, but no refund value. And they take a day or two to check the return before refunding.
Yeah, 1 to business days for assessment once they receive it.
What if you hit buy and immediately regret it? Can you cancel?
Don't look like it. They're pretty
Okay.
clear. Once the order is placed, it's locked in. No changes, no cancellation.
So
They say it's because their processing is automated for speed. So if you decide you don't want it, you just have to wait for it to arrive and then start the return process.
So you really need to be sure before clicking purchase.
Definitely puts the pressure on. Now, what if it arrives broken or it's the wrong thing or just doesn't work?
Right, the guarantee. They seem to have a process for that.
They do. You have to use their contact form and send photo or video proof of the issue.
Evidence is key.
Seems so. They review it, might ask for more info, and if they approve the claim, they send a replacement.
A replacement, not necessarily a refund for a faulty item then.
That's how it reads for the initial guarantee claim, yes, a replacement. But they also mentioned a 12-month limited warranty.
Ah, okay. So longer term protection too.
Yeah, if it fails within a year, you'll likely go through a similar claim process. Gives a bit more confidence.
And just before we wrap up, anything else jumping out from the page?
Well, there's a big limited stock alert banner. You know, high demand, grab it now before it's gone. The usual stuff.
Right. Another nudge to buy quickly. Okay, so let's quickly summarize what we've learned about this StealthView Pro.
Okay, it's pitched as this tiny, discreet body cam. FHD video, hands-free with that rotating clip and magnet.
Aimed at various uses: security, commuting, vlogging, capturing life's moments. And it comes with that 128 GB card included.
We covered the purchasing side,
Yeah.
the 99.99 sale price, the free worldwide shipping, estimated delivery times, tracking.
And the customer support aspects. The 45-day return policy with those important unused conditions, the no cancellation rule.
And the guarantee for faulty items, plus that 12-month warranty.
Right, so that's the lowdown based on their own information.
So maybe a final thought for you, the listener. Just think about this. How might having a small, easy-to-use camera like this, always potentially ready to record, how might that change how you see your daily life?
Yeah, whether it's feeling a bit safer on your commute or just catching those little unexpected moments you'd normally miss.
Does it change how you interact with the world if you know you can easily record it? Something to ponder.